Hello, welcome to Union of Scum, the podcast that delves deep into the weirder aspects of UK culture. My name's Darren J. and I'm joined by Paul Hilleard and Charlie Webster. What are we talking about this week, boys?
I'm going to be talking about the British TV show Hole in the Wall.
I'm going to be talking about one of TV's most famous dogs, Wellard from EastEnders.
And I'm going to be talking about the Newport Bitcoin millionaire. So I'll get started. So basically, this is a story about a guy called James Howells, who is a computer engineer from Newport, Wales. And basically, he threw away a hard drive that contained a private key to around 8,000 Bitcoin. The drive is now buried in a local landfill, and it's worth about $700 million. So basically, what happened? In 2013, he was mining Bitcoin right at the start of Bitcoin, when I think he mined about like 14 Bitcoin, which is, it's quite a lot now because Bitcoin's obviously worth a lot more. And he put it all on this Bitcoin. He had this small hard drive, and he had a Bitcoin wallet, which is where you keep all your crypto. And his partner, she accidentally chucked it in the bin, thinking that he didn't need it anymore. And but this was a time when Bitcoin was basically worthless. And she binned it, and it got taken to a local landfill in Newport. Now, obviously, the value of Bitcoin has gone through the fucking roof. And in 2013, it was worth 4 million. That's when he made the mistake, £4 million.
So hang on, initially it was worth 4 million.
Initially, it was worth 4 million when he chucked it. Right?
So it wasn't worthless then. So
okay, well, it was worth less than it is now.
Well, hang on,
whereas it says here, 2021 to 2024 estimates around 200 to 600 million, depending on the price of Bitcoin. Whereas now at peak prices, anywhere between 700 and 900 million at peak prices. And people are citing it as one of the most expensive mistakes in tech history. Now, right now, the drive is supposedly buried under tens of thousands of tons of waste in a specific section of the landfill site in Newport. Problem is, trying to get it, you'll have to burrow your way through methane gas, toxic waste, possible asbestos, and there are lots of environmental permits preventing him excavating it, but he's still trying. He sued the council last year, Newport Council, for £495 million to gain access to the site. He offered to give 25 to 30% of the recovered Bitcoin to the council in exchange for him trying to recover it, but they refused to. They refused to give.
I think they should just let him give it a go, because he's never going to find it anyway. He could be digging for fucking decades and not find it. And also, he's going to find probably more than one like pen drive. Oh, yeah. So he's going to find loads of them. And
what are they going to find on that?
Yeah, and he's going to find all sorts of weird shit. Yeah. I mean, eventually he's going to get one he thinks, but he probably doesn't even remember the colour of it. It's probably like,
I don't know, turquoise, for example.
For example.
Yeah.
And he'll get it, be corrupted anyway, and be able to get fucking Bitcoin out of it.
Yeah.
So let him dig, like mad cunt.
If he's got 30% of what? Let's say it's
a bit well over 30% of like 900 million.
How much does Newport Council get from like Westminster? No, in general, like what's their budget?
About £25 on a fucking Tesco's gift card.
Exactly. I'm trying to think how much is a return to Newport landfill. I don't know. Let's call it £10.50.
That's what they should. Instead of Brexit, Newport should have had a vote on whether or not
that's a great idea.
That's what they should have really
done.
I
reckon there's no doubt the people of Newport, if you've ever been to Newport, it's not a particularly I wouldn't say it's an opulent place. They would 100% get behind that, and it because apparently
a lot of chances in Newport, a lot of chances.
But also, right? Imagine
I let boom in. I use my bank card to dig through the landfill.
Do you know what though?
Can people turn up with teaspoons?
I reckon
and fucking rolling pins. Come on, it'll bring the community together.
I reckon that you would get about 80% or at least 70% saying yes, dig up.
Oh,
because if they do find it, which is highly
we're a mining community, boys.
Yeah, but if they do,
just like our forefathers.
If they do find it, then yeah, it's going to be worth a fucking. You're going to transform Newport.
Of course.
You can have like, open up fucking strip clubs and fucking
you could have a Tesco extra there, not just a Metro, an extra.
You could have a big old water park. What's that? Was it?
So it's worth 594 million right now per year. Oh, that's their budget.
That's their budget. Oh, okay.
So they could recover their budget and then some.
So that's their budget, and Newport still looks like the way it does. Fuck me,
yeah,
that's their budget every year.
Well, most of that pretty much went on the train station. I think. Have you seen the train station? It's like something from Blade Runner. It's so state of the art, and then you step out of that train station.
Market's quite nice. They've done the market up quite nicely.
Oh, that awful place! You have to scan the QR code to get your food.
Well, it was like before. It was fucking shit.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah,
it is very dystopian now. All market towns have turned into this we're kind of a foodie hub now, but it's bleak.
It'll be like foodie hub next to Home Bargains or Odd Bins,
Yeah. And it's just
or some weird old casino that's still there for some reason.
These are loaded fries. We just put some cheese on top.
Yeah.
Just that's an extra favour.
Or like someone with an someone with an
Cash
oxygen
and carry.
tank smoking tabs outside Castle Bingo. Your next game is about to start now. But yeah, so you think it's very I guess it seems like a bit of an oversight that Newport wouldn't take this guy up on the opportunity, because if the whole town, you'd be able to find it, but it's like Charlie said, would it work?
He's probably gonna find 50 of these fucking pen drives, mostly full of child porn, but then the odd one will have a bit of Bitcoin on
but still, but yeah.
Just got
that's how you sell it, right? Child porn? I don't know. I'm not in the scene. I don't know.
And is it guaranteed that everyone knows, or is he's not just making it up and he's actually looking for child porn?
What?
No, I don't think this is the most elaborate child porn ruse ever.
Okay.
And also, if he's a tech nerd, he could be able to find it pretty easily, I'd imagine, Yeah. It's not hard to find.
Unless it's got sentimental value. Potentially. Yeah,
maybe part of it should be look, you got to sit through every single one of these pen drives, right? Okay, and some of them may have child pornography in it, but if you want to fucking look, you got to fucking look at the child porn as well, man.
True detectives.
That's part of it. That's part of it.
I mean, lest we forget, when the Goonies went to find One-Eyed Willie's treasure, they found a lot of booby traps. But it's basically he's I think, let him do it. Let a man have a dream. You know what I mean? Against all the odds. It's something that people could get behind. He's like, the Greek myth Sisyphus, rolling that rock up the hill forever. And he could become like a kind of symbol for human struggle, except instead of rolling a rock up a hill, he's searching for an old Dell laptop under some nappies.
Yeah. He's a modern day Sisyphus.
He is.
What's his name? Steve.
Yep, that's the one. Nailed it.
Steve from Newport.
James Howells.
Is he still with the woman who threw it away?
I think I don't know if he's still with it, but it does say that he largely blames her for the whole thing. And it's well, I mean, it's his fault for taking his eye off the ball, but maybe back then, if it wasn't worth as much as it is now,
you'd put that in a fucking safe, wouldn't you? If you had, it's probably worth fuck all when. But
I don't think it was worth that much. That's the problem. If he could just forget about it,
I don't believe it was worth 4 million at that point. There's no way.
No, probably
there's no
not,
way. It was worth like 20 quid.
Who throws away hard drives? I've never thrown away a hard drive. I don't think I've ever thrown away a laptop.
Well, no, you can't afford to. Not with the stuff you got on it.
No,
I mean, I'm talking about all those bits, man. All the, they're worth their weight in gold. All those half-written Word documents. Something about prawn crackers. Bullet point. Online dating? ?
Talk to audience. Act out as a prawn cracker.
Could imagine a penguin in a top hat. My work done for the day.
I'll be honest though, I'm going through a little bit of heartbreak right now. I don't understand how this guy could still be with this woman.
I think he is.
If every day you're you cost me £500 million. Every time you're eating gruel for breakfast, you're just looking at it. How quickly every day.
He works in IT. He's probably just has a normal 50. He's probably making 40 grand.
Yeah, he's not impoverished. Is he?
I'm talking porridge or some shit. Porridge is gruel, in my opinion.
He's not in prison in fucking in Siberia. He's not eating fucking gruel.
Yeah. He's just living in Newport, which it's not far off a Siberian labor camp.
It's got to be the last thing you think before you fall off to sleep, isn't it? Fuck, fucking 500 mil should be mine. And eventually, and then you come back.
So yeah, basically the plan. So he suggested some pretty mad fucking plans to retrieve this money. So he's got investors that some of which have paid like £10 million, because really they're going to recover. They're going to get a massive return on that investment if they do recover this laptop with like 900 million. But he's talked about like having AI scan the landfill. He's talking about getting those robot dogs.
What?
Like honestly,
robot
you know, you get this little robot like
Boston
Analytic.
Boston Analytic dogs.
What a shitty things you get from Argos for like 25 quid.
Yeah, you know those little remote control Hoovers. He's gonna right. If we get 100 of them, right? That's a pure Newport plan, that is, isn't it? Right. If we get a load of those robotic Dysons, right? Let them loose. Give it 15 hours. That hard drive will be mine.
I would love to meet this guy though. I'd love to meet him in a pub and like buy him a few drinks. Oh, you're that Bitcoin guy, and just keep feeding him drinks and just seeing his mind unravel. Imagine meeting someone who's lost 900 million pounds. It's just like, yeah, this is the plan. I've got a net and I've got a computer and we're gonna fucking scan it. You used to what did you have? You had those
magnet fishing, yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
But I found mostly shit in the canals, you know.
So you've got a bit of the treasure.
No, I get that,
you know.
I'm also not trying to find fucking £800 million Bitcoin in a fucking in a dump.
Do you think you would have given up by now? I don't think you would have given up.
I'll be honest. I was going to ask you actually. Being a money grabbing cunt that I know you are. Like, if you knew this money was on the table, there's no fucking way you'd give this up. You'd be sat there.
Nah, I'd give up.
You'd be stewing there, just thinking like, right, maybe if I do something like they do in the Warner Brothers cartoons. I saw one where Wile E. Coyote he painted a hole on the wall and he was able to run through it. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
I would have just turned to the grog going.
You think you would have just become full blown alcoholic?
Yeah.
Occasionally found like wandering outside the landfill, just clutching the railings like that, just going, I know it's in there. I know, like Field of Dreams, Kevin Costner. If I dig it, it will come.
Half bottle of flagon, just like
yeah, shirt
no
off,
shirt on, yeah, no
shirtless
shirt
as
on.
well, yeah. And eventually the bottoms go as well. It becomes really starts like shit.
Oh yeah, we get to the stuff.
Starts like shite down his inner thighs as well, just going like, it's 9 million, 100 million, and then it's all mine. And they just go, come on now. It's mothers shooing children away from, come on, that's what happens to you. See if you want to eat your greens now. Come on, keep going.
Any more impressions? How long any more?
I don't know, man.
Like half an hour impressions.
I could fill an hour.
Half an hour impressions.
Yeah, I could fill an hour mugging you off, mate.
Nice,
absolutely.
half an hour impressions. This is not quizzing, it's impressions. Right,
or would you?
I'd go to the grave searching for it. Because even if
you'd be like
Indiana
Jones, like it's like a modern day Indiana Jones, really, isn't he? Do you know what I mean?
I'd be like the Pink Panther, just constantly.
Didn't he investigate things? He wasn't just looking.
No, the Pink Panther was the one on. They were searching for the Pink Panther.
Because he was just sneaky.
But there was a cartoon because I used to think
he was trying to avoid being.
So Pink Panther did some sort of horrible crime, I guess. And I'd be the Pink Panther trying to get my
he was a sex offender, wasn't he? The Pink Panther.
Maybe he was.
Sex offender.
What did the Pink Panther ever do? I am right? The Pink Panther was the detective was trying to catch the Panther.
The Pink Panther was the name of a jewel thief.
Yeah. No.
The Pink Panther was. It's a jewel thief, isn't he?
I thought the
I think the jewel thief is
was
called
the French fella.
No, no, it's Peter Sellers. Inspector Clouseau, right?
Yeah.
Pink Panther, but he's not the Pink Panther. The Pink Panther is the jewel thief that he's trying to catch. I'm pretty sure.
So you'd be the jewel thief. You'd be this analogy makes no sense.
The analogy's fallen apart immediately.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Because Paul's got confused. He's got confused again.
Because Newport Council is the detective.
Am I right? I'm right. The Pink Panther's the jewel thief.
Yeah,
I'm Mr. Bluey, you're Noel Edmonds, eh? And the dump is Quickly Bottom.
No, because I'm trying to get back into the fucking pit. I'm trying to get my shit back. And Newport Council is saying you can't go in it, so I've got to be sneaky and try
Charlie,
to get
we could be here for another half an hour. So let's just enjoy it. Yes, Paul, you're the Pink Panther, and you're the best looking one I've ever seen. So at present, in January 2025, a High Court judge has dismissed the claim of him trying to sue the council, saying there was no realistic prospect of it succeeding. So they've pretty much written him off. But it is the landfill is expected to close and potentially become a solar farm. And he's still at it. He's talking about he's gonna buy the land, buy the landfill, and then
that's the only way he could do it. I'd
excavate
say that's the only way to do it.
I got faith in it. I hope he does it, but if anyone deserves it, well, not anyone. He's not the most deserving of people, but
he's moaning about it, isn't he? Like,
it would be nice. He's 80 years old and he finally gets, I finally did it.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to be.
Or it'll be like some sort of ironic death where he'll, the asbestosis and all the toxic waste, he'll eventually succumb to all that. But they'll find him mummified in all the landfill
He'll
be clutching the hard drive. And they'll never know whether, and maybe they'll boot it up then, and it turns out it did work all along.
And it gives him purpose.
He did have horrific child pornography on there. Category A, child pornography. Some of the darkest shit anyone's ever seen.
So dark that it was somehow worth 900 million. They don't really understand, but they go, we can sell this. But yeah, no, I think if it was me, I sort of agree with Charlie. I think at this point it just becomes you've just gotta.
It's a danger, isn't it?
Just got to give up. You just got to go. Like, there's no way of me possibly retrieving it. I know it's a potentially like a vast fortune I could inherit, but just the toll it's going to take for him to get to that point, it's not going to be. He's probably going to end up in debt, right? I mean,
because even if he gets his hand on the site, he's still got to find it. That's going to be so hard. There's decades of rubbish been on that site, pushed into the ground. There's no it's just not going to.
Do you think Newport Council have done the numbers and they're like, well, we could open it up for him, but the amount of effort and time we'd have to put into this, we wouldn't make our money back? Do you think they've already? Like, I mean, there's like, even if you do give us like 300 mil, it's not worth it. But it's disused, right? They're not putting more rubbish onto it.
No, they have. It's under layers and layers of.
There's no way he's
rubbish.
So they can't stop the landfill.
No, they've already buried it under miles and miles
and it's
of
happening
trash
now.
and waste.
Oh my god,
and,
that guy is losing his fucking mind.
Of course,
because that's his only purpose now in life. Is that?
Yeah.
I bet she's left him. He didn't leave her.
Oh, he's in his flat now, filling up milk bottles full of piss.
Yeah.
And he hasn't left the house for a couple of years, and he's going slowly mad, coming up with madder and madder, harebrained schemes to try and get this fucking hard drive.
That's a great scene.
It's very. I would describe it as harebrained.
But he's lost himself now. He's lost himself in the crypto because this is his only purpose in life. Unless he lets go, like you boys say, he's gonna constantly.
It's like the Great Gatsby, isn't it? That green light glimmering on the horizon. He has to have it. Yeah, that gives him purpose. Just dropping a literary reference, guys, because I'm just worried that this podcast is just appealing to
hooligans,
football goons, dare I say, football hooligans and pedophiles. I mean, I don't know, isn't that? It's an evergreen audience, surely. Right. On that note, I think that's that covered in depth. Paul,
right,
your turn.
So I'm going to talk about the TV show Hole in the Wall, which was on the BBC for I think about 4 years, maybe 6, and it was.
Come on, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going.
I love the lack of
Yeah.
I probably didn't do enough research, but this guy does.
No.
I'd say less than.
I'm not a liar. What can I say? I'm not going to lie to you about.
I'm just going to go. Sorry, carry on, mate.
You're going to look up the Hole in the Wall show, are you?
And see how long it went.
Well, it went
two series, 11 episodes.
It's not. That's the first one.
So it
was broadcast after the fall of the Berlin Wall, but before the credit crunch.
2009 to 2014. That's what it was.
So
and it was a show. It was a TV show. Are you going to fact check me?
Come on, just get into it, Paul. Keep going.
Series.
Keep going.
2 series. Right. It's been around for a while.
It lasted 1 year.
It's fine. That's fine, Paul. Keep going. It can last a year.
It's anywhere from 4 to 6 to or just 1 year.
I thought it was longer. It felt like longer.
All right.
It was a TV show, and we stole it from the Japanese, and they had a TV show called
like many other things,
Human Tetris, and basically it would be a lot of celebrities. Sometimes it would be regular people, but I remember a lot of celebrities playing it, and you'd have to stand on a ledge, and there'd be a big pool in front of you. and then the crowd would count down 1, 2, 3, and they would say, "Bring on the wall," and then a wall would appear, and they would have like a human shape, maybe someone doing like the Egyptian dance,
walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah. Or someone like crouching down really low, or like you had to lie down to get through the hole, and then the wall would slowly start getting
someone
towards
holding
you.
up a Santander like that.
Maybe someone's doing a salute. I don't know what it is, but they come in towards you. You got to make the position, and you either get through the hole or you get knocked into the water. That was the show, and it was a great show. It was my favorite TV show. I don't know why they got rid of it. And you would raise money for charity. No one would actually win any money. It would just all go to charity, which was also very nice. It was the TV show that we would play right before the National Lottery as well.
Right.
It's a good TV show, and it was hosted by Dale Winton.
I mean, yeah, he was a staple of your shit daytime television game shows.
But I think it was the highest of the shittest. Like this was.
So this was broadcast during the day?
No, this was like Saturday night prime.
Just it was called Hole in the Wall. How did this cultural phenomenon pass me by?
It's because it was created in 2008, 2009, so you're probably up drinking at that point.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
Actually probably.
You're probably like, I don't know, 20 at that point.
2008, yeah, probably a bit older than that.
Yeah, 22 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are right. There was only 21 episodes.
Yeah.
Why has this made such a big effect on me?
It feels like the premise has got so much mileage in it, Like, I don't understand how it only lasted 21 episodes.
I mean,
did they just run out of shapes?
I mean, maybe.
Did they run out of shapes the human body could pull? They were like, all right, what do we do this week? I don't know, a moonwalk? The crab?
It's such a complex idea, isn't it? It's such a complex, detailed idea of a TV show. Just so many different facets you could go into. Yeah. And that's why it lasted just 22 episodes.
But it was such a simple show that was so fun. It was like, bring on the wall. I remember being in school and we would play it. We play it.
How would you play Hole in the Wall, Bull?
Well, we would just
with
go,
what? Pieces
bring
of paper?
on the wall, and then someone would push you. That's all it would. Someone would make a shape, and then someone would push you from behind because you're like, we don't have a wall, but the concept is the same.
So that I mean, the whole premise falls down there. It's just you doing shapes, going, did I get through? Yeah, you did, Paul. Oh, great.
No, you didn't, because you'd always get pushed.
Right. Okay.
And that was you going in the drink. Fuck.
Wow.
I thought this show was a lot better.
Do you think like maybe the guys carving the holes just went on strike because they're having to do more and more kind of complex shapes? They're just going, I'm not doing someone splaying their asshole to Mecca anymore. How do I do that shape? Doesn't make any sense, Dale.
Yeah, I think you might be right, boys. There are only
this is a
so
shit
many
segment. Thank you. Good. Finally glad this is sinking in. 23 episodes in.
There's a limited amount of shapes you can really make with the human body, I guess, until you turn them into like gymnastics, and a handstand would be like one of the final shapes, and obviously
that would be impressive if they could get. That would be a show I would watch if they got Olympic gymnasts and the hole in the wall is elevated and they had to flip and hold that position and they had to do that position through hurl themselves in a very specific shape.
I think you go the other way and you get people doing it with mobility issues, right?
Well, that's sort of what they did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was kind of funny that you'd have like this Susan who works on the tills at Tesco's, and it'd be like you have to make the shape of touching your toes, and she's just like, I can't.
She's 32 stone and she can barely stand up. Please, just stand up, Susan. She can't do it. Episode done, yeah.
Raise your right arm.
Susan, you're 35 stone, but you have to push yourself through the shape of this flamingo.
Yeah, I don't know why this show, I thought this show was huge. I thought this was like one of the biggest shows in the world, and we recorded something for the BBC, and they didn't even know what the fuck I was talking about. It was on BBC One.
Yeah, but it was 22 episodes. It tanked, clearly.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Paul. I don't even think they kept the tapes on the hard drive. I reckon they buried that. They buried that in a landfill somewhere in London, and no one's looking for it except maybe that could be what you look for. I'm trying to find the lost episodes of Hole in the Wall, and I will die trying to find this hard drive.
Oh, it's good. It was good stuff.
Yeah, I like that they did. Yeah, I like that they did that. So were these just general members of the public?
So I thought they was like they definitely did celebrity hole in the wall. Maybe that's what went really well, you know.
Yeah.
But regular, I think they must have only done 21.
Rick Wallard trying to hurl himself through a picture frame, through a passport size family picture.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking much it, really.
Whoa, there's no more on that.
Oh wait, here we go.
Hang on,
Hold on.
Hang on, we're getting.
What have you got? Oh yeah.
We're getting some research in
Sam's
here.
showing us a video.
Thank God we got a producer. He's earning his wage.
Here we go.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, so this is the American version that went big.
She's not doing that.
Yeah, see, big girl. That's what's funny.
You know, I've changed my mind entirely. I could watch the all 21 episodes of this and see another series as well.
I didn't do a good pitch, but it is funny. You're essentially watching fat people get knocked into water because they can't touch their toes or spin around, which I quite like.
Would they rifle through a number of contestants each week then? Would they be like 30 people?
Yeah. So they'd be
just like onslaughted people getting thrown into the drink.
Yeah.
And only one or two would do it.
Yeah. And they'd be like an older person getting through from time to time.
What they did is they had a long tunnel that was connected to the dole office. And they had people come in on the dole. They go like, "Do you want your PIP to be increased this month?" "Oh yeah, I'd love that. Yeah, no problem." They go, "Well, it comes with conditions."
Get on this show.
Get on the show.
Get through the hole, you little mouse. Yeah. Also, it's quite nice to see people in like skin tight lycra, isn't it? Nowhere to hide.
Not all people, I would say.
Yeah.
So it is bullying.
There's certain people in this room who I would absolutely, I would pay good money to not see in skin tight lycra.
I want to see any of you cunts in. Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Hey, feelings mutual, pal.
Yeah, any of you,
mutual.
any of you.
Although there's part of me I would love to see you try and get through it like a hole in the wall. I think that would be quite funny.
Who do you think would be the best of that game?
Yeah, I'm pretty agile, man. I'm pretty agile.
Yeah, if it was like a toadstool or something, you could slip right through, no problem. I'm not very dexterous. I think I'd be pretty bad at it.
I think we'd all be pretty sure.
Yeah.
What I loved about the show was that it was essentially people getting bullied with a wall.
Yeah.
Did you want to hear about the different walls they had?
Really padding this out now, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this is the hole in the wall in this episode of this podcast.
Gotta fill it. The first round was solo wall, which saw each team's 2 guest players take a turn to face a wall just on their own. Next was Captain's Challenge or Captain's Mate, which would be one of a number of games. So you would have doubles. I'd be like you and me. We would have to. So
we'd have to throw the same shape or different shapes.
Well, that's the thing. They might do like a wheelbarrow. So you've got to get into the wheelbarrow position, and then I'd be holding it.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Or you'd have the mirror wall. The captain must attempt a wall backwards. So.
So he's not what? So he can't even see the shape that he has to make.
You're looking in a mirror, and the wall's coming in from behind.
Oh, actually, this is. Seems like a pretty.
I'll be honest. I forgot. Everything. I forgot they were teams.
I'll be honest. I reckon this should be the test to get into Mensa. Just like do mad shit like this.
Also the prop wall. So they give you a prop. So maybe an umbrella, and you have to try and get the umbrella.
Yeah, baguette like that. Yeah. It was
bag shopping or something.
Yeah.
And then obviously the hardest of all walls, the blind wall, where they would just blindfold you, and then people would shout out your team members. We go, "Oh, you got to go left."
That's pretty
your arms
good.
left.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got legs, in my opinion. I'm surprised it didn't work out. It's because again, it's the world is a horrible place, and just to watch the hole in the wall where all the money goes to charity. People are just getting knocked into water. Maybe your ego's getting bruised a little bit, but all in all, it's playful. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. If the BBC came to you, Paul, and said, "Look, we've been to every presenter with this, and they've all knocked it back. But we've seen you on Comic Relief. We think you're quite amusing. We've heard you on your podcast.
Yes.
That you're like hole in the wall. Would you present the revamped version?"
100%.
Yeah.
I'd do it, and I'd undercut their offer. 30 grand. I'll do it for 10.
I'll do it for free, mate.
Yeah.
I just do it for the love of the wall.
Can I get one of them walls? Can I keep the walls? Let me keep the walls.
I don't think you would do it for free if you got offered a gig in Shropshire for like £60, and those cunts only paid you 30. You'd go to fucking Shropshire.
Yeah. What time does recording finish? Can I get off by 6? I got to travel up to Inverness to do a 5 for the local brass rubbing society. I haven't written any material. I'll do it on the way up.
I'm an ideas man. Right, bring on the walls, quick. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, great. Yeah, hole in the wall. Cool. Guys, tune in to... Oh, actually, got cancelled immediately.
Hold on, there was also
no more.
What about killer question?
No.
2 players face a wall without cutouts, with a question written at the top and the 2 answers marked as doors. So you have to pick up the correct door. A little bit like Takeshi's Castle, when they run in through, pick the right walls. Mystery guest wall. Wait there, mystery guest.
Where's the panic button in here?
Mystery guest wall. One of the team attempts a wall with a mystery guest. Could it be the 4th round was the team wall? All 3 players had to work out the shape. And then the last one was called the finale, the mega wall. The leading team got to choose to attempt the wall or nominate the opposition. All 3 players on the team attempt the wall, which travels at double speed. If they clear the wall, they win the show.
Okay, so just to tie this up a little bit, Paul. Next week, right? Consider this. Next week, right? Next episode, right? There's going to be a hole in next week's episode that you're going to have to fill with a decent segment. Okay? You're going to have to fill it with research and a well thought out angles and talking points. Okay?
It's culturally important to the UK.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's culturally important to the UK.
Interesting, diverse.
Not something that you've remembered on the car journey down here. So there we go. That's that section.
I'll do my best.
Charles, wrap it up.
Oh, I'm going to do Wellard, the dog from EastEnders.
Perfect.
Now, he appeared in EastEnders. I don't know if anyone... EastEnders is a soap, if anyone doesn't know. Right? It's a soap in based in East London, right? It's been going since 1985, okay? It's very popular in the UK.
How many series?
Oh, fuck knows, but it's been going
It's been running
long
longer than the hole in the wall. Let's just say that.
Pretty good then.
There is a dog who appeared in it, and he was initially owned by Robbie Fowler, who was part of the Fowler clan. And he was
played by Dean Gaffney.
Sir Dean Gaffney.
Dean Gaffney.
He was a road sweeper, and he had this sort of scruffy, it looked like sort of a German Shepherd, but when I did a bit of research, it's actually a Belgian Shepherd dog.
Oh, interesting.
And he kind of looked like a kind of scrappy, kind of hard-ish looking dog.
Yeah.
And he was quite unruly. And he was played. He appeared. Wellard appeared from 1994 to 2008. And he was voted by Soap. Hang on, let me find it. Soap magazine, was it? No.
It's important that we get our sources right.
Yeah, hang on.
We don't want to be accused of plagiarism on this podcast.
Inside Soap. He was voted the most. Was voted the second most popular dog of all time on TV.
Number 1, Lassie.
Number 1, Lassie.
Oh, yeah, hard to lose out to
Number
Lassie.
1, Lassie.
Third place, Clifford.
Big Red.
Yeah.
Big Red.
4th place, Pepper.
So he also the
5th place, Sooty.
Is that? Well, he is a dog actually, Sooty. Yeah, you're right.
It's a bear.
What about
Sooty?
Sooty's a little bear, yeah.
I thought he was a dog.
No, he's a bear, isn't he?
No,
Oh,
he's a
Sweep's the dog.
Sweep's the dog.
Come
yeah.
on, mate.
But yeah, he was played by 3 different dogs over that period of time, but they're all female dogs. There were none of them were male. They were called Xena, Chancer, and Kate.
I feel
Kite.
Yeah.
I kind of feel betrayed. Like, I was assumed Wellard was just one male dog. Yeah, as portrayed on the television. But then I realized that it was a fictional television series.
But that shows how big of a character it was.
Yeah, right.
The role was too big for one dog. They had to have 3 of them.
Yeah.
And dogs do die. They do die pretty. They can die pretty quickly from unknown reasons.
Especially soap dogs. They go to their head.
They get on the needle.
Yeah.
Start doing. Start doing Chang. Start hitting the
Yeah.
bottle.
Hanging out in Soho with Pete Doherty.
Oh,
Yeah. Getting the old K bag in. Getting fucked up.
Here comes Xena stumbling out of a nightclub with Peter Andre.
She had a stint with Russell Brand, you know.
There was a few big storylines that Wellard got involved in, and one was called the Woof campaign, which was a campaign which was launched to free Wellard after he was incarcerated on the soap for biting Ian Beale.
Which form of Ian Beale was it? I must have been homeless Ian Beale.
I don't know, but
surely.
he chomped down on Ian Beale, and
Was this a
Ian Beale didn't
storyline or
like
was
it.
this in real
No,
life?
this is a storyline. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Ian Beale isn't a real person.
Sorry.
He bit Ian Beale, and he was going to get fucking
Yeller.
Yeah,
They were going to
they were gonna fucking shoot him back in the head down the market or somewhere, but they didn't in the end.
I think they were going to execute him in the middle of Albert Square, weren't they? Wellard, you are sentenced to death
for biting Sir Ian of Beale.
Sir Ian of Beale.
There was also a kidnapping storyline where he was briefly kidnapped and held to ransom.
Yeah.
And there was
he kidnapped by Ken Barlow from Coronation Street?
There was no crossover, mate. No
Oh,
crossover.
sorry.
Okay.
Thought it would have been the perfect opportunity.
And his death was obviously a big storyline. He got it was caused by Whitney Dean giving him chocolate. That's what finished him off in the end.
That's awful.
But he got to a decent age, old Wellard. And he was an iconic beast. You don't get many iconic dogs, anymore. Just not a thing.
Is that a good way of going out?
Do you know that, or is that just pure speculation? I'm sure there's
apart from, what was that little prick he was on fucking Britain's Got Talent? What was his name?
The dancing dog.
The dog with a child, the girl. What was it?
The dancing dog.
What was his name?
Dancing
Billy
dog.
or something, I think.
Let's just say Billy. Why not?
Well, you didn't like that one, did you?
No, he's probably the last famous dog that I can remember in the UK. Apart from XL Bully's mauling people, but that isn't famous. More
not one singular dog.
No,
more of a breed,
isn't
it?
Isn't it?
It's more of a collective effort.
Yeah, more of a collective juiced up bastards.
They were like the diversity dance group of the famous dog world.
Christ, yeah.
That's what their name was.
So yeah, there isn't really dogs aren't there's not
dogs aren't famous anymore.
Well, there's not many famous dogs. We moved on from that,
Yeah, onto what, for example?
Well, just culture has moved on from famous dogs.
Did you have you strike me as a man who had like a famous dog where you lived growing up? Like, was there a stray that used to roam around?
There was a dog. There was a pub dog called BJ. I remember him. He was really fat. He'd eat just like scampi and fucking chips.
Oh, okay.
And he got really fat and he just died of obesity. That's the only dog I remember growing up. He's going through a similar path of what I'm going through now.
I was going to say, yeah.
Just dying.
Yeah.
Dying
and you're called BJ too, but for different reasons, aren't you? You got a nickname around these parts.
Yeah.
So they call you BJ as well. And you get paid in chips and scampi fries as well.
Old shop second-hand scampi and a bucket load.
Blowjobs for bacon rashers. Just standing there with a fucking sandwich board outside your house.
Pocket pies, just crushed pocket pies, gobbling them down. Yeah, I think that's about it on it. I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, I've done these Inside Soap magazine, voted him the second most favourite dog.
Do we have any other was there any other lovable animals that you remember kind of growing up?
I was
like either fictional on television. I remember the Animals of Farthing Wood. Did you ever watch the Animals of Farthing Wood? That was pretty traumatic.
Yeah,
there was an episode where two of the hedgehogs were trying to cross the road and they dithered and they rolled into balls because they were scared and a car ran them over. And I remember seeing that as a child and it really traumatized me. But this thing about like I think animal deaths obviously is meant to prepare you for grief, right? That's what sometimes people get, kids' pets now to teach them about death. And I remember like a lot of my early memories of death were involving animals.
Yeah.
Because you kept killing them or?
Look,
kept
when they came
into a pillowcase
into my possession.
Let's see if this one survives the experiment.
How many scampi fries can I fit in this one?
Yeah, I grew up with a kid who used to do that. He used to shake his hamster, Alex Jones. Yeah, you just shake it and then go, look, he's vibrating, Paul. And I was like, I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that.
Can you
Alex.
ring my mum to come pick me up, please?
Yeah.
Did he Lenny that fucking?
No, he's just a bit of a sadistic cunt. Like, yeah.
What's he doing now? Any ideas?
Drives lorries, goes on marches. Not the good ones.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. About like about like the price of petrol marches about that.
Yeah.
I fucking wish.
Yeah. Longer breaks for long haul truck drivers.
The price of Ginsters going up through the roof. You need to get them down.
Yeah.
That's those sort of marches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he listen to this podcast at all, Paul?
I don't know.
Part of me thinks he might be a fan.
Maybe.
Cheeky patriot, is he?
Cheeky patriot. Yeah. Did you have any like animals on the television that you particularly looked up to?
Bodger and Badger, quite like
Bodger and Badger was great. Love mashed potato.
Yeah, I mean one of them obviously wasn't an animal; it's just a man. But yeah, the Badger.
Well, he might have been.
Was he Bodger? Hang on, which one was which?
Badger was the Badger, Charles, and Bodger was the man.
I thought they could switch. They might have switched.
Bodger was his owner /
one of them could have been Dave Badger. That could be a surname, and one could be we don't know.
No, one of them was an actual Badger. Yeah.
Okay.
And he loved mashed potato. Which is pretty gross. I used to hate it because I used to see it getting like matted in the fur of the puppet. And
you were like, please, just wasting mash. I love mash.
Please.
I'm a fat boy. Please, I love mash.
You know how much I love soft foods, Mum? I'm trying to get into the telly. Get it. Save the mash. Kill the badger. Save the mash. That's the march I'd go
He's
on.
dead, though. They're both dead, aren't they? Both of them boys.
Yeah, I think when Bodger died, Badger went with him.
Yeah.
I think they put him in the casket with him.
Have you ever...
Lifeless puppet. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Have you ever sucked like gravy mash off your clothes? You ever done that?
No, Paul.
You never done that?
No.
Oh, fuck off. You never
suck
done
gravy off my
never
clothes.
sucked? Yes.
Yeah, of course you have. Yeah.
But not gravy mash. I wouldn't say. I don't eat a lot of mash, actually.
No.
It was surprised. It might be surprising to you, but I don't eat a lot of mash.
But what animal on telly did you look up to when you were a child? Or was there any
I like the Fox
favorite?
and Hounds.
Oh, the Disney film.
The
Disney film.
that was a good one. That was made me
quite
sad
good.
though at the end with the fox getting killed with the bear. But yeah, didn't look up to animals that much, to be honest. Not a fucking.
I think they should. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they should. I think there should be a blue plaque for Wellard in you know.
Do you think that was the right way?
Big Ben on the side of Big Ben.
Do you think that like dying chocolate is not a good enough death for such a big character though? Shouldn't they have done something where got hit by a van or something? Like,
Cindy Beale should have fucking popped him off like she tried to do with Ian.
I mean,
pay a hitman to get rid of Ian.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'd like a more bloodthirsty death for Wellard. Something really heroic or something like he saved either something crushed him or like
he saved the baby
or he saved something. In the end, he just got done by chocolate. He got done by his own greed.
There's a moral lesson there we can all learn.
Yeah, rabies would have been a good one.
Don't
really get rabies in the UK, does he?
I know, but I mean, like that's
it would have been good. It could have been like a
way
holiday special. They
occasionally did. Wellard going to fucking Spain on the brass.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
it's just shown from Wellard's perspective. Like, there's no human dialogue in it. All the characters sound like the characters in Peanuts. It's just Wellard like running around, and then in the end, he has a love affair. He has a love affair with like some sort of Spanish mongrel, and then they cop off and have this mad love affair. But it turns out in the end, she gives him rabies, and he's found dead, foaming on the beach. That's a pretty righteous death for Wellard, I think.
They would have won a BAFTA for that episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think Wellard was that important to EastEnders and the whole. I mean, it was just a sub character. It's a bit like that.
He should have been.
Who was a guy who used to put who was a cleaner in the square? What was his name?
Frankie Finger.
What?
I'll be honest, when you boys start talking about EastEnder characters, I don't know what the fuck anyone's talking about.
Do you feel like you listened to two old men in a pub talking about World War II?
I feel like.
Do you realise that Wellard's a dog? Do you know we're talking about a dog and not Phil Mitchell's friend or Wellard? His dog, he was just a famous dog that lived on the square.
I thought that's where EastEnders was set, Wellard Street. Wellard Square.
He was a dog pound. It's about a dog pound at EastEnders, yeah.
Where does your you're gonna have to tell us what's your cultural cutoff point?
I
What
watched
year?
wrestling growing up. I didn't watch EastEnders.
Wrestling.
So
Right,
wrestling.
okay.
But
It's
again,
kind of
that's
like a
not
soap
British.
opera.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah.
But I
You just
never
remember it from the
understood.
90s. When were you born? Like 98?
93.
Oh, probably.
I mean, EastEnders is still going. You could have.
I'm not fucking rewatching any of
So you don't remember, you probably barely remember anything from the 90s. Probably the 98, 99.
that.
You
Not
probably
much,
remember.
no.
Yeah.
But still, you have access to YouTube and you can watch.
Yeah, but I'm not going to watch Badger and Bodger for fuck's sake. What the fuck are you talking about, boys? How about you go and watch the fucking 80s and 70s shit? Like,
I want to watch Bincher and Chincher for fuck's sake. I mean, that's how Paul hears us speak. Like, we're just speaking in another language. Like, Paul just sits there zoning out, like, they'll stop talking in a minute.
Just think about the hole in the wall, Paul.
Just think about that gig in Brighton tomorrow. That gig in the middle of the ocean that you've been booked to do.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that was lovely. Wellard, that's a good note to end on. Great. That's the end of this week's episode of Union of Scum. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you all next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.